All right, everybody, welcome back to the Rundown Podcast. I'm your host, John Breeden, along with my co-host, Ben Gorin. Ben, how are you?
I'm really tired, man. This first week of classes, the 8 a.m. to hide this morning was not it. Like, I was so tired.
You do Friday classes. I don't know how people do it.
I was done.
Disgusting.
I was done by 11, but
Disgusting. But hey, we are back, of course, this semester. Our first guest for the spring semester, Jack Hughes, is here.
Good morning. How's it going?
Jack Hughes, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Still in recovery a little bit after last night.
A beautiful Thursday night.
normal Thursday.
Classic Thursday night.
First one of the semester. I got to ask, though, how about that Tom Brady?
So that's how this podcast is going to be.
I didn't think you were going to take a shot, but okay.
That was brutal. Yeah, not a fun game. But
At least we
made the playoffs. Yeah, the Cowboys
Lost. That's always
you
a good
guys
day.
did make the playoffs. It's more than I can say for my team, the Washington football team.
Absolutely.
But Jack Hughes, go ahead. For the people that may not know you, just go ahead and give yourself an introduction.
I'm a senior. I live in Fox Hill.
John, where does he live? John, where do you live?
1557.
1557. I've been doing the team since freshman year, fall semester. Yeah.
And so, I mean, this past cross country season, you're more of a track guy. I don't think you did any meets. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, I wasn't exactly in shape, so I decided not to do the meets. But in high school, I did run cross country and track.
I mean, you're like I said, you're kind of more of a track guy. What events do you like doing?
Oh, the mile and the 4x1, which kind of are events that don't really go together. But
Speaking of that 4x1, when are we seeing that last dance?
yeah, we were planning to run it, and then some stuff happened within the team. We had some issues that we had to sort out, but we've sorted them out, and we're ready to take home, for the fourth consecutive year, the team record.
And of course, because I remember Jack Tate was on talking about the Last Dance and how you guys have kind of changed the people around a little bit.
Yeah, because it's you, Tate, Gates, and Dean now.
Yeah. So it's always been me, Tate. Well, actually, no, it was me, Dean, Will Meadows, and Alec Toman was the first iteration. And then, after the first race, Will didn't want to do it or something like that, so we added Tate. And then, obviously, Alec graduated in the spring of 2021, so we added Gates as our fourth leg. Or he's not the fourth leg, but he's going to be the starter. So.
What is the order? So it's going to go Gates. What's the order?
So it'll go Gates, then me, then Dean, then Tate. And that's because Dean and Tate, well, Tate is actually a sprinter.
Tate is fast.
Yeah.
Tate's fast.
And Dean has track experience, and then Alec was faster than me, so that's why he was the opening leg, and then Gates will replace him, and then I'm the slow, so that's why I'm the second one.
When Dean's in shape, he can be pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure, because I think he runs the 400.
That sounds about right. 400
Yeah,
900.
that sounds right. Even though I remember he came on and he said he's more of a cross-country guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he still has that natural kick a lot more like some others do.
Yeah,
for sure.
Now, you mentioned, you've been on the team ever since your freshman year. And I actually don't know, have you been an exec member at any point?
No, I'm not. I have lost 3 different elections. Yeah. My freshman year ones were disasters. Oof. But, and then I lost sophomore year and decided not to run last year. Yeah.
But, because I didn't even know, because I knew, you've been on this team for so long, and I'm like, I wonder if he's been an exec member, but...
Yeah.
Now, you do, though, have a position on the team.
I do.
A very important position.
You are the Beach Week coordinator.
Yes, I am.
And so, this has been a team tradition for a long time. You actually told me you told me last night, the team's been doing it for 15 years now.
I believe it's around 15 years now, yes. It should be around there. It's 14, 15.
Can we get 15th anniversary shirts this year? Just say it's 15.
Yeah, might have to. We should get a big banner.
I want the treasurer to invest in this.
Yeah, we gotta call.
We have the money.
Now, how are you kind of given this job? How are you appointed Beach Week coordinator?
So, basically Tyler Groves did it my freshman and sophomore year, and then the night of the the last night of beach week sophomore year, Tyler said he had a big announcement at the end of at the end of beach week, which would be Saturday morning. So Saturday morning he was going to say something, and then he said that I would be beach week coordinator if I wanted it because I had the energy or whatever. I was like, hell fucking yeah, I'll take that. And been doing it for 2 years now. This is my second year, and then I guess I'll have to pass it on to someone else.
Do you know who's going to be passed on to?
No, I don't think even Tyler knew until the last couple of days who was going to pass it on to, so no pressure.
And so, I mean, kind of talk about that process of, planning beach week and kind of just the logistical things that go into planning the trip.
Yeah, for sure. Well, there's actually, I don't know if you guys know Cole Bradley, who was Beach Week coordinator before.
Yep.
Tyler
Yep.
Groves. But he made this really nice folder and everything that's really helpful for making sure you're on pace on the, by the month and everything and, how to go about things. So it's pretty helpful. So basically, first semester, don't do much, kind of look into some things. But right now is kind of the pressure situation because you got to book the house, which I've been looking at a lot of stuff. I've actually been looking at houses for a few months just to make sure there is something available. So yeah.
Are we getting the same house we did last year, or is it a new one?
So yeah, no, I checked literally early October and it was already booked for the whole summer.
Ooh.
Yeah, so apparently it's high priority. So we got lucky, very lucky getting it. Because we got that house even later, I want to say late February, early March last year.
Dang.
Or something like that. We officially booked it.
And that was a nice house.
Yeah, it was a very nice house. And so, yeah. And we're in contact with some places. It's a little tough because of the age requirement and no alumni coming back, so...
Oh, no alumni this year?
Yeah, no alumni, so...
That's
yeah, so we'll figure it out, though. Have no fear. We'll have a beach week. Hopefully I'm hoping by the end of January we'll have the place locked up. So,
All right.
yeah.
And, I mean, you've been to Beach Week, I think, every year you've been on the team.
Correct.
So, I mean, kind of talk about, each one of those trips, the time you had and, some memories from that,
Sure. So freshman year, I kind of just went along with everything. I wasn't too excited for it because I just had never been on. I hadn't been in on a beach week in high school or anything either. So and people were like, "You gotta go." I was like, "I guess I'll sign up." So I had no expectation, and it was so much fun. I actually rode down with Tyler on the way down so we were the first ones there and. I was like, dang, this is going to be epic. And, I remember after the first night, I was like, crap, man, it's only Saturday. We only had a full day, man. This is going to be awesome. And it was just so great. We played some games there. We did, me and Frank Jackson created, fun basketball.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's during the playoffs, too.
Yeah, it was during the playoffs. It was crazy because he's a 76ers fan. And that was... the series where, I don't know, you might remember where Kawhi Leonard hit the...
Oh, yeah.
Boom, 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 and then it went down.
Yeah.
We weren't at Beach Week for that game, but it was that series, so that was pretty wild. And then, yeah. And I also had to sleep on the floor freshman year because all freshmen pretty much sleep on the floor.
Yep.
Or new people. I don't know, did
New
you
people.
sleep on the floor?
I was
Yeah.
I was on the floor. Yeah. Well, I think I was on the couches.
Yeah.
I got a couch.
Yeah, well,
I think.
my freshman year, it was just a bunch of us freshmen, just on the ground in the basement. So I don't think no freshman got to bed that year. There might have been some people on the couches, but and then sophomore year was crazy because it was COVID.
Yeah.
And so freshman year, we didn't really lose anyone. There was one guy, but he wasn't too active in the team. But sophomore year, we lost a huge chunk of people, and Beach Week would have been the last time I would have hung out with them. And so I was like, I gotta go, because it was later than usual, and it was very, I won't say last minute because Tyler did a great job putting it together, but it was kind of thrown together because of COVID, just with all the rules and regulations of people can't enter the county until June or something like that. But it worked out, and then that was so much fun because all those guys were leaving, and it was a smaller group, and that was just electric. And then, of course, last year we had a pretty large-sized group going. Yeah, John snuck in there at the last second.
Boy, I did.
Because you didn't even, you like sent me a text because you didn't like get to sign up the form.
I signed up late.
Yeah, you signed up late.
Oh, so you were on the wait list then?
No, I wasn't even on the wait list. I signed up late, and I was like, because like I wanted to go, but then I didn't realize I missed the deadline, so I was like, fuck. So I talked to you, and I was like, can I still sign up? He's like, yeah, I think the Google form's still open. So I signed up.
Yeah, I meant to lock the Google form like 5 times, but I never got around to it.
And Grant Showalter loved that man, got me on. He's like, John's got to go. John's got to go.
Yeah.
And so he got me on.
Once we broke you, there was no way you weren't going.
I snuck in. I think that was before you guys even broke me, though. That's kind of the funny thing. I think you guys did cuts in like March.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't start drinking until April. So
That's right.
You guys hadn't even broke me yet.
Wasn't that the night where we were watching March Madness as well that we broke you?
No, it was my birthday. It was at
I thought it was during
Brittany's.
March Madness. I know, but I thought that was during March Madness.
I don't remember. I remember we were just doing a party over there, and then we went over to Sun Chase, I think. There was another team party over there.
Oh, no, that was, I think,
But,
Steven's birthday.
Yeah, it was Steven's birthday, because there were 2 birthdays going on. Yeah. But, snuck in there the last second, won Best Alcoholic.
Yeah, I remember Grant said, he likes NASCAR and UFC, which was a pretty, I think he might have said Monster, too, which was a pretty accurate
You got to defend your
representation.
title on that award this year. You got to go 2 for 2.
Oh, I am. I'm going to try. But, so I guess the only other question I have about Beach Week is, like you mentioned last year, there was a huge group that signed up, and obviously you do have to make cuts. So it's not everybody can go. I mean, how do you determine who gets to go and who doesn't?
Oh, it's definitely a long process. Like, I think me and Grant met for a few hours last year because we decided that, or I guess because usually there's a committee sort of that chooses because different perspectives on the team. So I plan on doing that. I have some names I might reach out to. But we met for a few hours last year, so it's not an easy process. It's always can we fit one more? You don't want to. It's not a fun process.
I was
either.
going to say, promise of the story is don't piss off Hughes right now.
Yeah. Don't get on Hughes' bad side, everybody. If you want to go.
Yeah, start bringing me free beer.
John. All right, so Hughes, we have this friend. I don't know friend, but we have this person named Skippy. Who is Skippy? What is Skippy?
That's a great question, Pat. But basically, I think it was Beach Week last year. Yeah, I had some peanut butter, and it was late one evening because we stayed up late in the room I was in, and we were just messing around. And I was just taking chunks of peanut butter out of the Skippy jar, and then people just started calling me Skippy.
I think you did that last night, didn't you? Because I woke up this morning and I saw an open jar. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So some people crave cookout, others crave crave Skippy.
Yeah, that is true. You got the high caloric value of Skippy peanut butter. Gotta love it.
And you guys did a whole documentary on the adventures of Skippy.
Yeah, I think there was.
Yeah.
We need a part 2 this year.
Alec Toman's creation.
Yeah.
I did not like how he portrayed the McGregor character.
Do you want to recast
totally
him?
misrepresented.
Well, so speaking of McGregor is always talking about 1557. Blah, 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 pull up, yada, yada. Why should someone pull up to 1557?
Because I don't think anyone's ever had a bad experience at 1557. It's always lit. It's always pumping. The music's raging. It's the the 9 different, I don't even know what it's called, but it's neutral, good, chaotic good.
Yeah.
1557 is chaotic good most of the time.
Sometimes it's just chaotic.
Yeah, it's just very crazy and chaotic, and it's chaos, but it's fun chaos, and we have a lot of good times there, and hoping to keep that up this semester.
I almost feel, sorry I'm going to cut you off, but I almost feel we got into this routine during the semester on Thursday nights. Because there'd always be a Thursday night football game on.
Yeah.
And we'd all get together and we're watching the game. And around halftime, we'd bring.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do now?
We'd bring, and then like after the game was over, we'd play Beerio, and so then that's when we would get drunk. And that's when we would start blazing music.
Whoa, John, you said it like you weren't drunk by the halftime.
Well, I mean, come on.
Just based off the text I see, I'm like, there's no way he's not sober.
I mean, the point is it's like we got into this ritual.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of.
So now you got.
It's always a good time.
You got basketball, hockey. There's 2 intermissions, so you got 2 chances. Baseball's coming up soon. There is every half inning, or at the end of every full inning, you can do something.
Oh, we're gonna have to play some fun baseball at some point.
I think we got to do some fun NASCAR.
Yeah, we're gonna have to create.
What is fun NASCAR? Every lap take a shot.
We got to do something.
We're gonna create some games. We're gonna create some games, and you gotta come over and play them.
I'm very scared for what fun NASCAR would look like.
I think it'd be fun.
Every lap, Nemechek is down.
I was gonna say every yellow take a shot.
Ooh, that's a good rule. That
could be
depending.
And
on
every
the
time, and then every restart, you have to do a shotgun.
Ooh,
you'd be dead.
That'd get dangerous.
Because some of those truck races, I mean, they're like wreck fests.
Especially in like Talladega.
Oh yeah.
Talladaga's dangerous. I think isn't Bristol dangerous too?
Bristol's
dangerous.
Bristol's a banger. But,
when we went to Martinsville, they were like 10 or something.
Yeah, Martinsville. Yes, Hughes and I went to a race with Blake and Sean too, and boy, that race was a banger.
That was so electric.
My God,
I'm excited for the spring.
I can't wait.
When does the season
definitely got to
start?
get back going. The season starts in February.
Oh man, it's a long. I thought it didn't start till like May. It's a lot longer than that.
Yeah, it goes for a long while.
Yeah, I think we definitely, and one of them's on a Thursday night. So
Yeah.
I think we got to do a little Thursday road trip.
Yeah.
So speaking of 1557, John, what happened last night?
Oh, I will gladly.
What do you want to talk about
last
happened?
night. Actually, you know what, Hughes? I'll let you, since you were the referee last night, go ahead and talk about what happened.
Give us the full rundown of what happened.
Okay, so I guess Tate just goes out of nowhere and texts John, case race tonight, or something like that. Is that
5 beer case race.
Beer
Tate
case
challenged
race.
me, and I was like, look, be careful what you wish for. I accept your challenge.
I really wish the hype could have been built more. Could have had a few more
We're hyping
people
up for
there.
Alec John.
Yeah.
That's a whole
That's
other
going to be...
Yeah.
But it started around like 7:30 around then.
think it was
7 o'clock. Yeah,
So-
Tate. He texted me 7 p.m. start time, and I'm like,
Because this guy wants to go
7
to Pour and Connect.
Yeah, he wants to go to
Pour
Pour.
and Connect.
and I'm like, I didn't even ask him. I was going to ask why so early, but I'm like, this guy wants to go to Pour.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Wants to simp.
Oh!
God.
That's a story for another day.
And epically fair. Anyways,
So we did this case race, and go ahead and talk about what happened.
so it was very fair. Like, you guys are just plowing through. John was standing up the whole time, and Tate's just chilling in his chair. And I think Tate probably had a little bit of a lead. Like, he'd finish a beer, and
He
then
did.
John would, finish a beer, like, maybe 15 seconds later or something like that. And then I think on, probably around, what was it, his 4th beer.
He was almost done with his 4th.
Yeah, around, so...
And where were you, John? When
I was
that happened?
just starting on
his
my
4th.
4th.
Yeah,
so you weren't far behind.
Yeah, he had a Tate had a good lead, but he could have came back.
A decent gap, but not impossible.
Yeah.
For sure. And then Tate starts going, I know people can't see, but he starts going, and I'm like, dude, this guy's playing. Come on, bro. And then he starts to get up. I'm like, oh, he goes to the bathroom, and you hear the rushing of the puke, and I was like, oh my goodness, there's no way.
And what's the rule if they yak?
So I think it's two beers.
A 2 beer
off the
penalty.
count.
Yeah, so after you yak, you must drink 2 more beers.
Yeah.
So we went down from then 4 to 2. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I was just like, no way John's going to win this. Holy cow. Because I thought Tate was going to win it at the pace it was going.
I didn't realize he was moving that fast.
Yeah, for real. And it just came out of nowhere. Yeah.
John, I'm telling you, you need to get a crown that says 5 beer case race winner.
Get a Burger King and just run over Burger King.
No, but I remember I was some of the sophomores, we were getting dinner last night. We're all watching this unfold in the group chat. As soon as I saw John, I stand in my chair. John just fucking won!
I mean, Tate did try to mount a good comeback. He did get 1 beer in. I mean, I still beat him by only a beer, but...
It was close, but you took the dub.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be criticism out there. Oh, Tate threw up, Mickey Mouse win. But you know what? I mean, it's not my fault. It's not my fault Tate didn't prepare
part
himself.
of the competition.
It's part of the game.
Dub.
You're responsible for holding down your elk. You got to prepare your body beforehand.
The resulting party was electric after that, too.
Dude, we were playing Sweet Caroline on mute all damn night.
You should have gone to Poor and just done that to him.
Yeah. Honestly, we might have to do that. Do the karaoke.
I was gonna say do karaoke or just put in a song request for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I am now 2-0 in 5-beer case race.
And who's next?
Gates. I got Gates next week, and so Alec Tillman and I, we were facing off in mid-February.
Oh, there's a date?
There's not a date, but we're looking at mid-February. Look for around mid-February, and so.
I need a date.
Alec Tillman, he keeps talking about, we should do shotguns for a 5-beer case race. And I'm like, that's dumb. Okay. And so we're arguing about this, and I'm like, I tell you what, how about I take on your buddy Gates? If I win, no shotguns in our 5-beer case race. If Gates wins, you get 1 shotgun against me. So that's the challenge. I'm looking forward to the match, Gates. With that said, I mean, I do not plan on losing.
I am telling you, you need to when you go up against Alex. We've been hyping this up for like at least 2 months now. You need to show up with like king's robe, like crown, staff, the whole 9 yards.
I think I got to beat Alec first to become the king, though.
Please do that though. Like that would make my day.
We gotta have some prelims too.
Tate versus Dom. I think Tate already called Dom.
Don't we have a Patty versus Hughes fight still to do from last year?
Yeah, what is the story behind
that's been going on since like freshman year.
We gotta deliver.
So the story. I don't know if Pat's gonna like this one, but I feel like I gotta say.
Well, Pat will be on the podcast at some point, so he can respond. But go ahead.
Yeah, he might see it differently, but so freshman year, he lived in the suite across from me, which was the suite I pretty much hung out in all the time. And John, you know some of those guys, Josh, Alec, Gardner, and so I hung out with them a bunch. And I think it was fall semi, right? Or it was actually the day at that time of fall semi, and something happened, and I was like leaving their suite, and then Pat said something, and then it kind of, I don't know what it boiled down to, but we started fighting, and then, yeah, it was crazy. It was like a little mini wrestling fight, and then I took him down. There might be video out there or something. I'm pretty sure I won. It was decided I had won, and then I just walked out and left, and then it was a fight, but we got on good terms afterwards. But I've always been saying we should do a round 2 with like boxing gloves, because I'm pretty sure he goes to UREC to work out and like actually boxes at UREC. So I think that'd be if you give me time to train, I think I could.
I think that might need to be the beach week main event.
Ooh. That would be a good match.
It's been 4 years of building up, so
Yeah.
I mean,
he always like, nah, I'm not gonna fight. We're friends. I mean, I don't know. It's always there.
There's always a little friendly competition.
We've been hyping up Alec and John for like months now. We got a lot planned for this hype up.
Oh, it's gonna be big. I can't wait. Looking forward to it, Alec.
I say we live stream it.
By the way, Alex Conley out there saying, "What's a 5-beer case race?" Look, Alex Conley, maybe back in your day, okay, there's no such thing as 5-beer case race.
Hey, we have to accommodate for the lightweights.
But I invented this. This is my invention.
We have to accommodate for the lightweights here.
I mean, Alex, why don't you come to Harrisonburg and you can challenge me to a 5-beer case?
Whoa!
Come on.
So we have Gates. Gates is up next. We know Alec is coming. Caleb's challenged you. Blake's challenged you.
Hey, I love it.
Lee challenged you.
Look at all these people calling me out.
You have 5 challenges right now.
I think Brittany called me out too. I got a lot of challengers. I love it, baby. I love it.
Just don't lose.
Oh, I won't. I'm undefeated.
Oh, 2-0.
Undefeated. Don't even start with it. Hey, even Alec acknowledged, you know what? He's like, you're undefeated now. He's like, much respect. All right, Hughes. It's time for some rapid fire questions.
All right.
I don't even know why we call these rapid fire, by the way, because like we take fucking forever. Everybody takes forever to answer.
You know what?
questions.
They're faster than the normal.
We ought to just call it hot seat, but like, anyway. All right, my first question for you is a pretty obvious one. Nemechek or Rhodes?
Come on, bro. Nemechek is the truck goat, undisputed. Although he did lose, but
That was
it doesn't
bullshit.
change. It was. crashing on the first lap. Come on, man.
Oh.
You could have done a better job as his crew
You
chief.
should coach him.
You should.
I should have. Hey,
Make
had I
that
been his
picture.
crew chief, he would have won.
All right, so
awesome.
keeping it moving, bringing back the meme from last semester. Cars 2 or 3.
Bro, I'm the leader of Cars 2.
Bullshit!
I'm the leader of
Better.
Cars 2. Cars 3 sucks.
Cars 3 is so much better.
Cars 3 is garbage. And the dog water, toilet water.
The spy
movies
shit
all the time.
ruined it.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody comes on here and talks about the spies. Well, go ahead, address their argument because it's bullshit.
No. Mater is one of the greatest theatrical characters of all time. And him having that ability to show his true personality and gain so much introspective he literally saved all of London. People forget that. He literally stood in front of Sir Axelrod or whatever because the bomb was on him. He knew the bomb was on him. And he made Sir Axelrod deactivate the bomb. With Mater's life on the line, he had the audacity to just stand in front with no confirmed proof that the guy was the bomb, whatever, who had set it up. But alas, he was.
I don't have a problem with Mater being the lead character. I think Mater is a great character. There's just the spy stuff was cool, but it got way too out of hand. Like I feel like I wanted more racing instead of more spies.
Well, the racing was good too. I love the World
racing was
Grand
cool, but
Prix.
I wanted to focus on that more and less on like the spies.
I don't know. I loved it thoroughly. I thought this spy stuff was some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen.
mean,
That pistachio ice cream.
Dude, the
scene.
pistachio ice cream is like childhood me, like my favorite movie scene.
That was
of
a
all
good scene.
time.
That was a good scene.
And I think there's the guy who's just like, I don't even know what it is. This is gonna sound really bad, but like, there's the guy that's just like pulling the thing, and I think it's like rice or something. And he's like, Mater goes up to the window, and he's like, You're finished. Like you're done. Like you've done like this. But the guy just kept doing it.
He's like watering the. He was like planting rice or something.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Such a legend.
I remember I think you put in the Bro Night chat. It was this guy from Reddit. It remind me of it. Somebody asked what movie should have had a sex scene. Someone said Cars. I never understood how they fucked.
You know what? That is a good point. How does that happen?
I know, right?
Like, do they intertwine wheels? Do they switch engines for 5 minutes? Like, what the fuck? How does that work?
Quite the
Side note, why does Cars have sidewalks? That's a whole other thing for another, but why are there sidewalks in Cars?
For the littler cars, I guess.
I had to get that off my chest. Moving on.
That's a great question.
Moving on.
Why can cars talk? I mean, I think that's the bigger question. But my next question for you, Jack Hughes. Why don't you tell us about your success at Moo Moo Meadows?
Oh, I'm the greatest Beerio kart player, undefeated at Moo Moo Meadows.
Oh, that's your course?
No one can beat me. I am the king of Moo Moo Meadows. Nobody else is. I win at Moo Moo Meadows.
You're
I'm the
undefeated.
best.
Now, I will say, though, I mean, when Tate was on here and I mentioned you were undefeated, Tate was like, nah, that's cap. He's definitely lost. Can you address that?
I mean, maybe like in a regular battle, not with beer. I mean, beer is the essential part we're talking about.
It's Beerio.
It's Beerio.
Yeah.
We don't do Mario.
Yeah,
we do
not
Beerio.
Mario Kart. It's Beerio.
There have also been times when people have tried to take advantage of me and like change the settings, and I'm like, oh, my settings are off. So maybe there's one like that, but you can't count that. Settings.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, very Mickey Mouse. But in my book, I'm the undefeated champion at Moo Moo Meadows, and no one will ever beat me.
All right. So probably our most classic question. We addressed it earlier, but I think after last night we have a clear answer. What do we say about Tate and his clutchness?
Oh my goodness.
I rephrased it. We didn't get the classic one, but is he clutch?
As someone that has known Jack Tate for 4 years now, he's 100% not clutch. Like, I mean, the past 24 hours have shown it. But he's gonna say, "Oh, there was the one time I beat Alex Connolly in Flip Cup, yada yada." Okay, I'll give him one. He was clutch once, but overall, he's not clutch.
I just based it off of the original story.
Oh.
No.
I remember when we brought him on, he asked, do I know the original story? All I said was, I don't remember the name, but I know it was this girl, and he was like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah, you're like, oh, he was like, oh, he knows the
I know it was
origin, all right.
before that, honestly. Like, that was definitely like the highlighted example, but like
That's like where this came from, but like there's been multiple incidents.
It's like at a point in time, it was just like Tate's just been like not clutch through everything. Like when we play backyard football or like ultimate frisbee, and it's just like
he's just not good.
He's just not clutch. Like he's good enough to be clutch, but he's just not clutch.
Well, I will say, I mean, I have said Jack Tate is clutch, but
last night
he was not clutch last night.
Aren't you glad he wasn't?
I was clutch. But next question I have for you. I actually don't know this one. I have a feeling I know what it is, but what's your favorite song of all time?
Of all time, oof.
Because I know a few that come to mind, but
Am I wearing the hat? No, I'm not wearing the hat. I'd probably say Hootie and the Blowfish. Only Want to Be With You.
Oh,
I love that one.
That's the one I guessed.
The greatest music video of all time, too. If you haven't seen the sport, it's like retro Sports Center. They had all the legends.
Oh!
Like Chris Berman, like Mike Tirico's on it. There's some other guys. I think Dan Patrick is on it. So like legend. Dan Marino's in it. So yeah, it's a great music video and a great song. It was my number one song on Spotify too.
Nice. All right, last of the rapid fire. We need to name this like moment of controversy.
Yeah.
Stir the pot.
Yeah, I know. So, not including Beach Week, what is your favorite social event?
My favorite social event, like for cross country.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, there's so many of them. Like
We got Franzia coming up. We have Beer Olympics. There was semi, zip tie. Those are the big ones.
I mean, yeah, all of those are honestly fun. If I had to rank them, though, I'd say Beer Olympics because I'm just the destroyer and won this past year. Then maybe semi because
semi's always fun.
Eating dinner and then partying with your friends after is top tier. And then I'm gonna make semi number one. Beer Olympics too. And then
semi and Beer Olympics, I feel like they're always close. Like sometimes like one can be better than the other, just depending on like the vibe.
There's always hype going into those, no matter what. And then it was Franzia and
zip tie, and then there was one other thing I said.
Yeah, I'd say Franzia and then zip tie below those. Those are just obliteration nights.
Oh man, we have Franzia's tomorrow. We are gonna.
It's me, Tate, and Hughes. We're on a team.
I got me, Lee, Emma Stover, Julia, and Caroline. So me and Lee are gonna have to carry.
It's pretty funny because the times in Franzia I've gone, their competition always goes sideways, and the night just goes sideways.
I was about to say after a thunderstorm, there's no real competition. Just go.
Yeah, it's gonna be electric. I'm excited for it.
No, I mean, I must bring up, since we were talking about social events, because I remember, I think you and we were talking about one time about like social events on this team. Like, what can you say about like the social events now compared to like other years you've been on the team?
Well, I mean, I think there's just different perspectives being a freshman and then being a sophomore. Like throughout, obviously there wasn't really anything last year in terms of social, obviously due to COVID, and then sophomore year was kind of cut off because of COVID again. And then being a senior just gives you a whole another perspective on the social events. So it's definitely been different, I'd say. And yeah, I mean, walking into a mixer as a freshman versus a senior is just a whole different environment at this point, for sure.
So, I mean, I've asked this question a lot. I think I've asked Tate, and I may have asked Dean this, but like, you know, you've been on this team for a long time. I mean, Ben and I are relatively new. This is only our second year on the team. But like, in terms of like the people and stuff like that and how things are done, I mean, how have you seen this team change over the years?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, so there's always a problem. There's always been a problem with people like complaining about cliques. That's been like a thing since freshman year. And last year, COVID having to do it on your own.
It was very clicky. Yeah. I remember coming in like, where do I go?
Yeah,
I was the same way.
Which is like, one of the things that happened was like sophomore year, the exec board, and shout out to Alex Connolly, he really tried to like cut down on cliques, and then that kind of got erased sophomore year. But one of the things we do is try and have bro night, and pretty much like it's just a group chat where like if you're involved with the team and you're a dude, you'll pretty much be at it eventually as long as you want to be. And we just try and like chat and hang out in that. So.
Oh, so Bro Night's young then.
No, Bro Night. No, Bro Night's been.
I was about to say, I did not think Bro Night was like 2 or 3 years old.
No. Bro Night's. I know the whole origin story, but it essentially started because there was a lot of people that had graduated, and then one of the older guys had wanted to. I think that was probably when I would have been a junior in high school. Wanted to become more friends with like the younger guys, so they created Bro Night, and then ever since then, there's been like a little initiation in either freshman or sophomore year. Obviously, that had been delayed because of COVID, but we're trying to hop back on that.
Yeah,
So.
we got some people we got initiated.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned like the click thing and stuff like that, and like, I mean, obviously, like that's gonna happen with people. Like people they're gonna find people they like, and then, you know, they're gonna have their little groups and things like that. Like it's just the name of the game. But I do feel, I mean, I don't know if you agree to this or not, but I do feel the team like does a great job of like being very inclusive. Because like when I first joined the team, when I didn't really know anybody, you know, Grant and Brittany were both the president and vice president. I just feel they did a great job kind of getting me in and like introducing me to everybody. So I mean, I do feel like the team does a good job of trying to, you know, kind of make this one big happy family.
I agree completely, and I'm looking forward to the track meets because that's me and Tate talked about this. I think we mentioned it last night. We're excited because like that's one of the times where like everybody's kind of hanging out with each other at the track meets because like everybody has a different meets going. Or different events going on, and
there's a lot of downtime too. So like you race like you have like an hour max of like race time, and you have like I remember in high school it was like 7 hours of chill time, hour of race time.
Yep, and you're just hanging out with people. So yeah, I'm excited for that this year.
This is gonna be a good track season. I'm feeling it.
Yeah. And of course you're a senior. You are still doing the one semester.
Yep, graduating in December.
So you'll be here in the fall then.
Yep.
So I mean, how does it feel knowing like you know you? I mean, you obviously still have another semester to go, but like this is your next to last semester. How does it feel?
This is almost the last ride.
Yeah, I'm trying to soak it all in. And one of my friends, not on the team, gave me good advice, and he just said, make sure our senior year does go as fast as yours. So I've been taking that to heart and just trying to enjoy every second of it. Take it all in, get some good grades, get out of here, get a job. Yeah.
All right, everybody, that's going to conclude this episode of the Rundown Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram at the Run_Down Podcast. Got a lot of big stuff coming up. Wait, we are in the midst of the NFL playoffs right now.
Oh, yeah.
Divisional playoffs coming up. Hughes, who do you have going to the Super Bowl?
I have the Chiefs making it back. I don't think anyone's going to beat them. They're just too good.
I picked the Bills back in August to go to the Super Bowl. I'm sticking with the Bills right now.
That's
a big game.
I don't think they're going to make it past Sunday.
If we get the good Bills, I think they can do it.
I just don't trust their run game. I don't trust their run game.
Plus, they're at Arrowhead.
I think they can pull it off, but they have to be like top tier. Like they cannot slip up.
They could definitely pull it off. And then I've got Packers. Aaron Rodgers, I just feel like he's going to go bonkers.
I think it's out of the NFC, it'll either be Green Bay or LA. I'm going upset with
Really? No.
You guys all bet against
Tom Brady's not losing this game.
I'm going upset. I think Tom Brady's good, but I think it'll be a close upset. I think the Rams show up and by the skin of their teeth, last second field goal, Rams pull off a huge upset. That's my pick. You can come back to me next week when I'm probably wrong, but I'm picking the Rams.
I think Brady clutches up and gets his 8th Super Bowl.
No,
I'm not even the biggest Tom Brady fan.
No, it's not. The problem is it's not Brady. It's the Bucs are injured to hell.
Yeah, that's my problem. Because they went into Lambeau last year and won, but they're missing AB, obviously. They're missing Godwin.
All their second years injured.
But they smashed the Eagles up.
Yeah, but it's the Eagles.
Come on.
When the Rams are playing at their best, they can keep up with the Bucs, and the Bucs are really injured right now. So that's why I'm saying Brady is really good. But when the Rams come out and they perform the way that they should, they can beat the Bucs, and that's why I'm picking the Rams here because they just smacked the shit out of the Cardinals.
Oh wait, Ben, talk about Sean.
That was great. So I was at Ashton's place. It was me, Lee, Blake, Sean, Ashton, and Micah. Sean was down bad. He was like crying on the couch. He was struggling.
He was beer bonging.
He was not having a good day.
It was so funny.
Not
That was a
fun
rough
for
day.
Eagles fans.
The Eagles had it rough that
Yeah,
day.
they played so garbage that game. Like literally everyone played garbage.
Yeah. But all right, that's going to conclude it. We have a guest coming on next week. It will be the one Blake.
Oh,
Blake is coming on.
Blake will be on
back with his
Rundown.
hot debate.
Salami sandwich and the rundown.
Weed versus alcohol.
We are going to talk about that.
Really finally concluded.
I don't think we'll ever reach a firm conclusion on this.
Talk about bang.
Can we have him shotgun a bang to start the episode?
Oh God.
The office or rocker.
Bang almost killed me.
Mm.
But all right, Hughes. It's a pleasure having you on. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, guys. No, it's been a pleasure as always. As the last time.
Oh, what a
banger of a Christmas
That was.
What a Christmas show.
Yeah, that was something. If only Jamie had won.
Oh boy, yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, everybody. That's going to conclude it. That was the rundown.